It is Friday, July 11th, 2025. This is another edition of Baseball Today presented to you by Mountain Dew. If you're looking for a refreshing, citrusy kick this summer, go grab yourself one of those bad boys, a Mountain Dew. That is my man, Trevor Plouffe. I am Chris Rose, producer Dan, intern Sawyer along for the ride as well. It is the final Friday before All-Star Week jump starts in Atlanta. We'll cover that in just a bit. Are you ready, man? Every big leaguer's like, get me to Sunday, right?
Absolutely. I am ready. I'm exhausted, Chris. I've been working really hard, but I'm still smiling, so that's a good thing. I love what I do. Sometimes it gets, makes me tired because I've been traveling, but I'm excited, man. That's it. I love being in the game of baseball. I'm excited to see you. I think you're headed out tomorrow.
Yeah, ready to get going. Yeah. Ready to get going. We got a ton of content. We're going to be talking
about. You and I have
here.
some really fun planned. I think.
Oh yes, yeah. And in fact, we're going to need your help, community. Yeah. So we'll tell you how you can help and help yourself coming up in just a few minutes. Start off with a little bit of a tip of the cap to one of my very own, Brady Rose. Yeah. He's been an intern in our awesome graphics department throughout the summer. He created these Jacob Mizorowski shirts. So if you want to go grab one, if you're a Brewers fan or you just like him in general, head on over to shop.johnboymedia.com. I kind of dig these things. Brady's very interesting. He's got a little bit of an artsy brain. So he sits in his room. He won't let us see it until the product is finished and posted on our website. So very proud of him.
That's awesome. How did this get started? You just said, hey, like he wanted to do it. Did he say, I want to start designing shirts for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he was going to be an intern in the department, so he's got some grunt work, which is all. I mean, you got to do that as an intern. Doesn't matter if you're grabbing coffee or whatever. So there's a portion of that, but they have, Patrick and his crew, Sarah, everybody has done a wonderful job embracing him and letting him kind of spread his wings to develop stuff. He did our July 4th collection, which hopefully people went out and bought stuff that I can't really turn around the way I'm seated, but really cool stuff that he ended up doing. So very proud of him. And it's neat to see him kind of develop and flourish in front of our eyes. So go out, support. And if you're a fan of the other Miz, by the way, when I was working with the Miz for American Gladiators, he goes, who is this kid they're calling the Miz? Who's he pitch for? I was like, dude, don't worry. You're good.
Tell him he's going to be, I mean, I don't know how much the Miz makes every year, but Mizorowski's going to probably out-earn him if I had to guess.
One day. But not right now.
This is doing well. I know he's doing well. I still have to fight him. This is a regular street fight, so I'll be ready for that.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I still like him.
You think I could take him?
Nope.
Really?
No. He's a chiseled 205 right now.
It doesn't matter. Chisel does not matter.
Plus, I'm just telling you the way that, I like him more in that fight. Let us know. Comment. Who's winning between Plouffe and the Miz?
I'm actually I'm out of shape right now.
That's okay.
I'm just skinny. It's disgusting.
All right, let's get it going with what was a wild, wild night in the Bronx. What started with a possible shot at history for the Seattle Mariners ended up with them taking a shot in the gut.
The 1-2. Ground ball, and it's into right field. After 20 in a row, retired by Brian Wu and 7 no-hit innings. All you can do is smile.
That one's drilled deep to right center field on the run. Rodriguez on the track, turning, looking, see ya. A pinch hit, 2-run home run for Stanton. Line drive, it's a base hit to right field. That's gonna tie the game. The Yankees have come all the way back. The 1-1. High fly ball. Center field, tagging Volpe. The catch is made. Here comes Volpe. Here's the throw. Here's the play. He's safe. Yankees win. A sac fly by Judge. Yankees win 6-5. From no hit to no way. They come all the way back to win it and sweep Seattle.
Crazy, crazy game. If you're Seattle, you kind of got to dust yourself off, and I think they got to get ready for Detroit. Some losses hurt more than others?
Yeah, I mean, yes, especially when you get swept and you have a guy, going into the 8th inning with a no-no. Yeah, they really hurt. And then to add not insult to injury, but to make it even worse, it's maybe not even because you played bad. It's because you're tipping your pitches.
Yeah.
That hurts.
That was out on social media. Munoz, who will be in the All-Star game, he just could not get a slider over for a strike. And so, yeah, there was a lot of internet sleuths out there that said, hey, hands are up. That means the slider's coming. Well, I guess there's a good way.
Took a sleuth to figure that one out. Golly. I was talking to Jake about it a little bit, and he's like, well, why would they be a little bit more discreet with it? They were picking something up late, and I've been freaking, dude, I was trying to get some sleep. I had to be up early this morning for talking about it, so I haven't really got a chance to deep dive into, what he was doing. I'm sure you could pick it up pretty easily. But it was something late, and I thought maybe it's Cal Raleigh and like what he was doing, because I don't think people have thought about that. Like a lot of times you can get it from the catcher, but I believe, just looking at a couple of videos, I think it was something he was doing as he was coming up with his leg lift, and that's why it was so obnoxious and like celebrated, because when you're as a hitter, you need to be focused on the pitcher by that point. And out of your peripherals, you need something big to be able to differentiate. So that's why they were doing that. And Cal Raleigh came out and told him something was going on, but you can only come out once, and they didn't know what was going on or what to fix. So they continued to do it even after Cal came out. So,
all right. So just real quickly, take us through this. Somebody gets on second and notices something, right? It's not like you can yell to the dugout, hey, I'm going to do this when it's a slider. I mean, how does this?
So it could have been pregame that they found something on video, because there's a million camera angles now, and there's people looking at that every single day. So, again, I was flying back, wasn't able to see this game. But if it does happen in game, yes, then it takes someone to get to second, find it, and then go back, unless they can get to a base coach and do something. But you're going to have to get back in the dugout and start talking. That's why I feel like we've seen that a lot as of late, a lot of this going on when guys get back in the dugout. And if you're audio only, I was covering my mouth, acting like I was talking to somebody. So if it was pregame and they picked it up, then they would already have said, hey, it's late and you're going to have to do that.
Got it. And once again, no problems. This has always gone on in baseball lore. I've watched Munoz a bunch this year, and when he's on, he's electric, and he's an awesome kid. But there's been a couple of blow-ups. I think that was his 6th save blown this year. And
got him a couple times.
Yeah, for teams that are trying to make a little bit of a run here, that's tough. They're now out of the playoff picture as of now, heading into the weekend. For the Yankees, though, that's huge. They became the first team to have no hits and trail by at least 5 runs going into the 8th inning, still go on and win since the 1977 Pirates, who came back to top the Montreal Expos.
That's a huge, huge series for the Yankees.
Yeah, it was, because they were slumbering going into that thing. And when Jimmy and Jake were talking to Aaron Boone on Tuesday, I'm sure he was like, Jesus, really? Come on, guys. But, they're still 2 games out behind the Blue Jays, who went on that 10-game run recently until they lost on the South Side. Second half, much to my surprise, going to be very eventful, I think, in the American League East.
Yes.
Which means that you teams better start trading. I'm going to give my talk to the GMs in about 10 days or so.
Okay.
It's really not about you. It's about us, the baseball fans, and how you can make us happier and more excited. It's not about your personal future, what you can do for yourself to set you and your family up. It's about us. Make some damn trades. Got it?
Hey, what's that hat you're wearing?
I knew you were going to ask that. It's one of the minor league teams. I think it's a Braves minor league franchise.
I like the colors a lot.
I do too. That's why I went with it today. It just worked well.
You look so young today.
I don't, though.
Oh, on my end, you do.
It's lack of sleep.
I'm delirious. Right?
Yes. You'll see it when you see me in person in Georgia.
I'm starving. I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah.
You know what else? And
yeah. Well, good luck with that. I can't help you with that. I just wish you luck.
Help me with that.
Okay. In the meantime, the Yankees welcome the Chicago Cubs to town this weekend. That means one of the Chicago All-Stars, Pete Crow Armstrong, whose initials have been changed recently to PCAHR.
Savage fires. Swing, a high fly ball, well struck right field. That's back and it's gone. He's done it again. Pete Crow Armstrong, his second of the day. And it is all Cubs here in Minneapolis, 7-1.
So the Cubs salvaged something out of that series with the Minnesota Twins. You got an up-close and personal look at him. PCA became just the third player ever with 25 homers and at least 25 steals before the All-Star break. It's shocking what he has done offensively this first day. I don't think it's too much to say.
No, I mean, if you're thinking about PCA before the season started, you're like, all right, this guy is an awesome defensive outfielder. He can run the bases, and if he puts the ball in play, look out. Like, he's going to be a guy that puts pressure. He's a Milwaukee Brewer type player, right? Mm-hmm. That's what you would have thought about him.
Right.
And then now he's just put up incredible, all-around hitting, but the power is shocking. 25 homers before the break is insane, Chris. Him and Suzuki batting back-to-back. Like, Pete Crow Armstrong is hitting fourth for like one of the better offenses in baseball. Like, it is shocking. It is shocking. I talked to Ian Happ a little bit as I brought him his bottle of wine finally.
Nice.
And I was just talking about the team and stuff, and he said, he's always had that. He goes, I noticed it from day one, like the Oppo backside pop. He goes, he's had that. But, doing it at the big league level like this is a completely different thing. So you're crazy if you don't think it's shocking. It doesn't have to be anymore since he's continued to do it. But, yeah, it's been cool to see. And by the way, producer Dan, you could have used my call of the homer. Like, that's a huge miss by you.
Oh, no, that's my fault because I grabbed Boogs.
Unbelievable. And you know what? Mine wasn't as good as Boogs because I'm for the other team. And I actually jinxed the Twins because I was like, but before his first bat, Pete Crow Armstrong, the Twins have held him really quiet this series. Fucking fireworks after that.
That's my fault. Well, it was just easier to find. That's why I did it on social media. It was nothing personal, but you're right. I blew that. Don't blame Dan. That's a Chris Rose error.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Another mistake.
Blame whoever I want.
Well, but blame the right person. I'm not saying don't blame. Blame me.
Okay.
It's not Dan. I won't let. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, Dan. Dan just said he takes responsibility. You know what, Dan? Because you're a freaking leader and a veteran in this game.
Okay, so the other players, Eric Davis, Bobby Bonds, who had 25-25 before the All-Star break. Alfonso Soriano actually had it in, I believe, fewer games than PCA, but it was post-break. That's just a semantics thing. So now PCA has got 5 multi-homer games, and we're in the middle of July. The last Cub to have that many in a single season was Derek Lee 20 years ago, ended up with 8. So who knows? He could get close to that number. It's been incredible. Had a chance to visit with him last week. Did an interview that is going to air on Dugout Discussions coming up on Monday, and he was phenomenal. The most interesting thing was, well, one of them, because he said a bunch of interesting stuff. It was like 90 degrees, and he was wearing one of those knit caps during the year.
Dude, he came out at Target Field with full sweatshirt and a beanie.
I know. I asked him, I said, what's going on here? He's like, well, I spent the whole day in the air conditioning. I said, come on, dude. But we're doing this outside.
Really cool,
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Hey, but he's cool.
He is cool.
Yeah.
And we're going to catch up with him in Atlanta at the All-Star game. So pretty neat. If PCA's offensive emergence isn't the biggest individual surprise of the season, then who is it?
It is. I think the answer to the question is PCA. I'll give you a different one. I almost went Jazz Chisholm, but he's had some good offensive years in the past. But I think he's been about as meaningful to a team as you can get. Mm-hmm. So I was going to go him, but I ended up going with a shortstop in Washington named CJ Abrams, who's having a really, really nice offensive year. And I know, look, the team's not doing great, but on the year, what I love is the walk to strikeout is looking really good. 24 walks, 59 strikeouts. That's better than he's done in years past. 12 homers already on the year. Coming into the year, Chris, a career 704 OPS guy. 246 batting average, 302 on base, 402 slug. This year, Got the batting average up to 286, 354 on base, nice, and 481 slugged for an 835 OPS plus or OPS. So he's really, really turned it on. It's his age 24 season. I've just always been so high on this guy. I understand he's got some work to do defensively. That's kind of like indicative of the coaching staff. Like they need to get him and help him and position him better. Him too. I know he stayed out late at the casino one night. Oh my God, the guy. Jeez.
I'm curious.
I like CJ Abrams. I'll tell you this right now. If I was his coach, he'd be better defensively.
I want to know in 2025, did he hit that gut shot straight draw or not on the river? That's all I care about.
Stop. Oh my gosh. The guy went to the casino and stayed up till 8 a.m. one time. This is the thing. I remember that. Okay. If he would have came out the next day and went 4 for 4, it would have been like, oh my gosh, CJ Abrams, bro. Like this guy's awesome. How often do we talk about Mike Napoli, Larry Walker just sleeping before the game on the couch in front of everybody, but they went out and did it. Okay. So you know what? Give the guy a pass.
Problem was at 7:32 a.m. he was playing 7 deuce offsuit. That was the problem. Not that he was playing.
That's what it was. He wasn't on a heater like Napoli.
It was the exact opposite. He was just playing hands.
He was chasing.
You know what my least favorite hands is? Jacks. Pocket jacks. I hate it. I lose every time. I'm fucked.
It doesn't matter. It's not the card. It's the player. Come on, man.
Okay. I know that, but I'm just saying. I agree with you. You don't ever blame your equipment.
Depends what position you're in the hand.
I understand, but it doesn't matter where I am on the table.
Poker in Atlanta.
I could be under the gun. I could be on the button. It doesn't matter. When I get jacks, I start to panic. I get this meat sweats and everything.
You just can't treat them like they're some crazy hand.
Well, I know that, but I look at it. I might as well start folding jacks. So if I fold and I'm playing with anybody at a table, say, boy, Rose has got jacks. Ass. See? For me, Zach McKinstry just got a late all-star nod. What a year he's had. 826 OPS. Did you know his previous high for a full season, I think his rookie year he played like 4 games, was a 668 OPS. So we're talking about a guy who's 150 points higher than his previous high. He already has the second most homers for a season. He already has the second most RBIs in a season. He's 3 steals shy of his career high. He has been Mr. Everything, and probably the biggest reason why they don't need to go searching for a third baseman. So if you can get an all-star season out of this dude and really go fix something else to make you, I mean, they're already a World Series contender, but even a more serious one, Zach McKinstry, he's turned into a baller, dude. He got a huge steal against the Guardians. Remember last Sunday when Clase had the ball and it went through Bo Naylor's legs?
Yeah. Great read.
That doesn't happen without McKinstry getting a steal earlier in the inning.
Yep.
So
he came on as a pinch runner, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. And he ended up getting that steal and then scoring the tying run. So he's been great. He's really been great. Good for him. We'll see him in Atlanta.
Yes.
All right, it's time right now for our Like a Bosch Player of the Week, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Just like Bosch Power Tools, this player got the job done through hard work, grit, and determination. Who is that for you?
I am going with Romy Gonzalez of the Boston Red Sox, who they just had a ton of people who have been playing well as of late, like pretty much their entire team, and they're going to get Hunter Dobbins and Alex Bregman back. Romy Gonzalez on the week, 11 for 23, a 478 average, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 7 runs driven in. He tied a guy named Mike Trout for the longest homer at Fenway this season, 454
Not familiar.
feet. He's crushing left-handed pitching this year. 412, 468, 750 slug against left-handers this year.
Wasn't he with the White Sox?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess not. Probably not good enough to play there.
No.
Yeah, we'll figure out a spot for him in Boston. For me, it's George Springer, and it's been more than a week, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. The month of July has been certifiably insane for this guy. A 1.37 OPS. He's got 5 homers this month and has played 9 games. Okay. The most homers he's had in a month this year is 6. So he's going to blow past that. He's got 13 RBIs. That's the second most of any month this year. He's hitting .412. He easily could have been Atlanta for the All-Star game. They just ripped off a 10-game winning streak. It's good to see George earning his dough. I know that there's still a lot of people that are going to hold 2017 against a lot. That's fine. I get it. Have you ever spent any time talking to George Springer?
Yeah.
He is a delightful man.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a good dude. And his wife was a softball star. I think she set the record for most homers. I want to say she went to UConn or something like that. And so I remember early in their either marriage or when they were engaged, he said he would come home when he was struggling and she would be all over him, just working his swing to death. It's like, you got to do this, that, the other thing. I always appreciated that. Now they got 2 cute kids.
Direct your Astros anger for still holding on to that. Just fine. Directed towards Alex Cora, AJ Hinch, and Carlos Beltran. That'll be my take forever. Forever. The young guys are listening to the old guys. Maybe there's some other guys. Who else? I don't know who else was an old guy there. Was Brian McCann there that year?
Yeah, he won a ring.
Okay. Directed to Brian McCann as well. Because those are the guys that are spearheading this and telling guys that it's okay to do it. And if you're a rookie or a young guy who doesn't have a lot of time in, you listen to the veterans.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's all that it is.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay. I think that's very fair. So there you go. Today's episode sponsored by Bosch. When you pick up a Bosch power tool, it makes you feel empowered and confident and appreciated no matter what job lies ahead. You're going to simply crush it. As a global leader for power tools, measuring tools, and accessories, Bosch's innovative product solutions, they are built with quality engineering and precision in mind. The assortment of products ensures you have the right tools in your toolbox to tackle a variety of tasks with relative ease. Bosch's 18-volt battery platform powers numerous tools, creating a consistent energy home base that keeps the brand's family of tools running. Like your favorite players on the field, Bosch Power Tools makes sure that you are powered up, ready for anything that gets thrown your way, because the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. So head on over to BoschTools.com today to learn more about power tools you need to get the job done right each and every time. You're going to think of us the next time you're fixing something around your house. And who doesn't need a little help?
I do right now. I just told you I got a flood in my freaking laundry.
Yeah, I know. Let's go work on that Bosch right after the show, please. Top 2 teams in the National League West square off in San Francisco. 3 games set to close it out. More interested to see if the Dodgers can get out of this funk or if the Giants can make things a bit more interesting in the division.
I want to focus on the Giants because they have a good team out there, and they're close. Like I believe they're in the wild card as we speak right now.
I believe you're correct.
They're in the 3rd spot. You can get that up for me if you can.
I will.
They need to get together and figure out what they can do offensively, Chris. Like, they need to get everybody going. Devers has to start going. Elliot Ramos has been really struggling as of late. Chris, I went and I went to Fangraphs and I said, okay, let's go back. Let's just go back to June. Okay. Which is now we're about a month and a half. And I did leaders, like hitting leaders. And you just go down and down and down the list. You don't get to a San Francisco Giant on that list until Willy Adames he's 46th in baseball since June. And this, I think I have it categorized for offensive WAR. Okay. After that, you don't get another guy until 121st at Mike Yastrzemski. And then Elliot Ramos, who's been struggling, is the next guy. Like, they need to figure that out. Like, you can't go through a season like this. Like, you have this pitching. Like, we don't want this to turn into a Seattle Mariners situation, which it kind of has. So, and they have like good offensive pieces there. So, like, something has to go. I really want them to figure out. I think we talk about this all the time. They have done all the things you want a team to do. Their front office has been very, very active, has brought guys in, has made blockbuster trades, brought in like good clubhouse guys, has said all the right things. Buster Posey has done wonders we think, to the roster, but like it really hasn't come fully to fruition yet. So they're still really reliant on their pitching and their bullpen. I would really want the Giants to come together offensively, and I want them to really make a run at the division and give the Dodgers a run. But they can't do it with the offense the way it is right now.
Yeah, they don't have one player with an OPS over 800. Devers does, I believe, on the season, but it's barely 700 since he came over in that trade. They've had still, if I had told you they'd be 51-43, and by the way, they do have a half game lead over the Padres for that third wild card berth in the National League. I think Giants fans would take exactly where they are right now and feel really good about it. Now, Logan Webb can set the tone tonight, which is something he did. He won the only game for the Giants in that 3-game set a month ago in Los Angeles, where he pitched 7 innings and I think gave up 2 runs. And he's been fantastic all year. His strikeout rate is up. He gives you innings. He's awesome. He's been a phenomenal pitcher, and we look forward to seeing him. The Dodgers, in the meantime, have scored 10 runs during this 6-game losing streak. I just didn't think that was possible. I know that, whatever, teams go through slides, but 10 runs, even with this lineup, I know Max Muncy isn't there, but what?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Mookie still really hasn't hit his stride offensively this year. They have been really poor with runners in scoring position as well lately. And now they're going up against one of the better all-around pitching staffs in the game. The pitching matchups are really fun in this series. Logan Webb, Dustin May, Landon Roop, Shohei Ohtani, and then to end it on Sunday, Robbie Ray, Yamamoto. Yamamoto got hit around his last start.
Sure did.
You make it out of the first inning.
Right.
So I like it. I mean, look, we want all these races to be tight. And, we talk about the Dodgers and them being a juggernaut and inevitable, all these things. The Giants have a chance now to really make that seem like that it's not the case.
I'm going to make a prediction for this series. I think this is the one where we see Rafael Devers go off.
I love that. Hey, if they sweep the series, they're 2 games back of the division, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to sweep.
But did you think the Guardians were going to sweep the Astros?
No, but I just don't think it's hard to sweep. And it's really hard to sweep really good teams. Although it's now happened in consecutive series against the Dodgers. I don't think the Dodgers are going to go into the break having lost 9 in a row. But I will say this about Devers. Go look at his numbers against the New York Yankees, the arch rival. 880 OPS.
Oh, I like this. A rival killer?
31 homers. That's the most against any team. So now it's his first taste of Giants v. Dodgers. This is his chance. It's been, what does he have? 2 home runs so far and almost 100 plate appearances with San Francisco. This is his chance to set his mark and etch his name because he's going to be playing in this rivalry for a long time, it feels like. Let's go. What better time than right now before the All-Star break? Then you can go catch your breath, have a few days off, go grab a kayak in the bay with your family. We'll see you back here next Friday. There you go. All right. Which team is most in need of a recharge during the break?
I didn't really understand this question because there's a lot of teams that need just a lot of everything. I think I found a team maybe. I'm going to go with the St. Louis Cardinals because they've gotten so close in that division. I feel like they've maybe overplayed expectations. I think that's fine to say. But they're still right now on the outside looking in at a playoff spot. So it's like if they go into I guess in July they are 3 and 5 in July. And if they go have a bad series going into the All-Star break against Atlanta and it gets worse and they get further away from a playoff spot, you don't want to give your front office any reason to say, oh, maybe we were right about this season. Maybe we do need to sell some of these pieces. Maybe we do need to trade some of these guys. They haven't really had that attitude at all this year because they've exceeded expectations. But the little slip here towards the end, if it possibly continues, like you just don't want to give your front office any reason to say, you know what, maybe we do need to set up next year instead of kind of going for it and keeping our guys this year. So I'll go the St. Louis Cardinals. Mentioned this on Talking Baseball. Mason Wynn doing great this year on and off the field. Just found that out.
Okay. The Baltimore Orioles. So since June 1st, they have gone 21-14. That's really, really good.
Pretty good.
And they're still 11 and a half games out in the American League East and 6.5 out of the wild card. They dug themselves such a significant hole with so many expectations and a ton of talent. I think they just need to get away from this. And they probably need to sit here. First of all, this is on Mike Elias. What are they going to do over the next few weeks? They certainly have some bullpen arms. They already just traded Baker yesterday to the Rays. So it feels like something's coming. But for the rest of these guys, chalk it up as a horseshit year. Try and ruin some other teams' dreams in the second half. Listen, they play Tampa Bay and Cleveland. That's two teams ahead of them in the wild card standings right out of the gate. If they go 5-2 in those 7 games and maybe they get to within 4.5 games of the last wild card spot, well, all of a sudden, dare to dream. The Detroit Tigers, we weren't thinking about them at this time last year. Certainly not as a playoff team.
Okay.
Not the least bit.
Okay.
So maybe take a few days, go have a little fun, go live it up, wake up on a beach somewhere. Did you ever do that during the break?
What's that?
Did you ever wake up like on a beach? You were like, oh my God, how did I get here?
Like just like black out the night before and wake up on a beach?
Come on, you had to have done that in your earlier years during an All-Star.
I remember a series in Daytona in the Florida State League, and we stayed where we stayed were these little cottages like right on the beach, and I didn't like pass out or anything, but I was in that ocean at 4 a.m. Like,
what were you doing?
Having a great time. Yeah.
Wow.
Florida State League, Trev, was, let's just say, like, I got my college partying out in the Florida State League. I was an absolute wreck.
Were you 19?
I was 2006, so 20. I was, dude. Yeah, I was 19 and turned 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Bad time on the field. Bad time on the field. Cardinals, I forgot to make this point, 17-19 since the beginning of June. In May, Chris, they went 19-8. So 19-8, 17-19.
Yeah. Let us know, who do you think needs a little bit of a breather? Come on, get to it. Today's episode of Baseball Today is sponsored by Indeed. Just realized your business needed to hire somebody yesterday? How can you find amazing candidates so fast? Easy. You just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. So stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates so you can reach the people that you want faster. And according to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. No need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. Baseball Today listeners, you get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/baseball. Once again, that's Indeed.com/baseball right now. Support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/baseball. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. All right. We got a ton of fun. A ton of fun playing in Atlanta. Our Tuesday All-Star Watch Party has been sold out for a while, and we appreciate that. We love that. It's our favorite event of the year. We get to mix it up with our community, get to do a trivia night, which I've already put together. I got some master questions. My kids are like, Dad, some of those are too hard. I said, well, I want to challenge our people. So I've already got that.
Did you use AI for that?
No. I used this eye.
We had an AI discussion last night.
We did. Not that I'm against it. I'm not. But I think there's some things that need a special, caring human touch.
Okay.
And that is one of them. So I went on my own and found some good ones. And like I said, I think there's some challenges, but I think it'll be a good time. So we look forward to seeing you if you got tickets for that. We're going to be doing a ton of content, which means we will not be doing this show. So it doesn't mean we don't love you. We do. We just have a ton of other things that we want to get through. And just continue to follow us on all of our social media channels. You're going to see a ton of it blasted out, and it's going to be great. Because of our new agreement with MLB, it means that we have a tremendous amount more access. We will be on the field Monday and before the home run derby during batting practice.
Yes.
Tuesday, the two of us, tell them where we're going to be.
We're going to be on the red carpet somewhere.
Yes, we are.
Should we tell them what we're doing?
Yes.
It's going to be like 93 degrees, and we know the red carpet's extremely hot. And people
no, don't give away that.
Oh.
No. But we're going to be talking to all of the players as they're so dapperly clad.
I'll just say this, Chris. We're smarter than most people. At least I know, because I came up with the idea.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you're very, very proud of this one.
I am proud of this.
This is like when you were in second grade and you did something great at school and nobody else in class did it. You're telling every family member.
Well, hopefully it turns out the way I want it to turn out.
I agree with you. But there is one thing that we need your help with. We think that there's a couple of pretty big name players that are hoping to drop by, like maybe a reigning MVP from each league. We need you to put a question in our comments section today. If you can make either Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani laugh with the question or comment, I will buy you a shirt from shop.johnboymedia.com. Wow. I will. Wow. So I want your help with this. I want to give this out to our community. If you think you're funny and have a creative bone in your body, let's go for it.
I love
it in the comment section. Okay?
I love it.
Yep. I think it'll be fun. I can't wait to get down there. I used to live in Atlanta for 3 years in the 90s. Michelle and I actually got married while we were in Atlanta. So,
okay.
Yeah, I might drive you by my old stomping grounds.
Nope. We have too much stuff going on, Chris. I need sleep.
All right, fine. Whatever.
I'm not going to get sleep until July 22nd.
Yeah, nobody's going to feel bad for you.
Yeah, nobody cares, Trev. Shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, for our one-of-a-kind producer, Dan Rourke, our awesome intern, Sawyer, that is the uber-talented yet tired Trevor Plouffe. I am Chris Rose. We will see you in the ATL next week for All-Star Week. Thanks for watching Baseball Today, presented to you by Mountain Dew.